Hey there, welcome to our April Lunch and Learn. We're glad you made it out. Just a few housekeeping items. May the 2nd is our Pride in Business Expo and Career Fair at Camp North End at Junior Achievement. It is from 11 a.m. until 4 p.m. Following the Expo and Career Fair, we also have a mixer in the evening with some live entertainment that will be just down the road, actually on the same property at Canteen at Camp North End. So you are welcome to join us for that. If you come to the expo, you get free tickets to go to the after hours mixer. If you own a business, I suggest that you see Abby or Olivia today about exhibiting. We have just a few booths left at the expo. There will also be a career component. We will be putting out next week the businesses that will be accepting applications and doing interviews on site, as well as some information surrounding voting registration, candidates that will be on site to meet and speak with attendees. And we also have a health hub that will be providing HIV testing, education on PrEP, access to health care, things like that. So if you haven't made plans, go online. If you want to just register to attend, that's free. You can come out and spend the day with us. There will be raffles, food, mocktails, beer, wine. There's a lot of stuff going on that day at Junior Achievement. If you don't know where Camp North End is and you need some information, just see Abby or Olivia today at the table, and we'll help you get that information. Our Lunch and Learns are on the second Wednesday of every month. Obviously, a lot of you I see every month at the Lunch and Learns. That's great. They're powered by Bank of America, so we're really appreciative for them and for Hookah hosting us here. Today we have Elizabeth Chandler from Lenore Ryan University. She is the Associate Director of Community Engagement. She's an author and an authorpreneur, serving as a volunteer on the Human Relations Commission in Asheville, and as a board member of Big Brothers and Big Sisters of Western North Carolina. We are excited to have someone from Western North Carolina, as we are the Carolinas LGBT Chamber, and we have a large presence of membership throughout the 50 counties of Western North Carolina. And so without further ado, Elizabeth.
Thanks, Chad. It's not afternoon. Good morning, everyone. How's it going? Is everybody awake? Are we? I bring a lot of energy. I don't want to blow anyone back. So, are you guys ready to get started? Public speaking. Who here loves public speaking? Yeah. I got like a 50-50 and a heck yeah. Yeah, I think that threads with my statistics about how 90% of the population would rather die than speak in public. So, that whole fear of death thing is vastly outweighed by the fear of speaking in public. Is there anyone who would like to take over right now? All right, so today's not about public speaking. Today is about you coming up with your story and your pitch to talk about your business, your project, your dream to other people to make it happen. Does that sound cool? Yeah. Everybody gets thank you. Boom. Over here. Let's get started. I think I have this written. No, I bumped it. Here we go. Just a little bit about me. I am Elizabeth Chandler. My author name is S.E. Chandler. I did have a book launch yesterday. Ugh. And if I obsessively check my phone, it's because I was in the top 10, and I'm hoping that I'll hit number one. And I was in top 10 in 3 categories, so I'm hoping I'll hit number 1 by the time I finish this. So, hot dog. I write lesbian fiction, mostly romance with happily ever afters. I had a great breakout series last year. I sold 50 in her books, and it blew my mind. I'm like, people read this crap? Yeah, I made it up. People buy the stuff you make up. So, feel confident, that whatever you put out in the world, somebody's going to click it. But I also really, really enjoy public speaking for some reason. I'm of that tiny sliver population who thinks this is a good time. And I'm so glad to be able to share that joy with you guys today. All right. That's a little bit about me. Let's rock and roll. I probably should have mentioned. Anybody here heard of LR, Lenore Ryan University? Hey, 1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato, 4.5. All right. Cool. I do work for the Asheville Graduate Studies campus for Lenore Ryan University. I did our MBA in nonprofit management, where they taught me everything I needed to know about how to not make money. It turns out I was so good at it that I went into our MFA for creative writing and started publishing books. That's fine. Okay. Let's see. Hello, let's go. It's not a rest home. All right. So our agenda for today, and I was told I could take as long as I wanted. Sorry, guys. Is we're going to do a little exercise, pair up, have a good time. We're going to talk about pitches. We're going to craft our pitches, and we are going to practice them in this room today, twice, 3 times if you're lucky. My mom says the 3rd time's a charm, but she was talking about husbands, and that never worked for me. So maybe it'll work for you guys in here today. I just love how he laughs at all my jokes. Thank you for being like, what's that called? That person you plant in a room to build your Okay, great. And of course, you have to have a next step. I don't want you to leave here today with a great pitch that you never use again. So I gave you a bunch of them. I'm also a teacher's kid. Any other teacher's kids in here? Yeah! Abby and I already covered that. Yeah, you got to have homework. It's a thing. All right, so I love this Walt Disney quote. Are we having a technical difficulty? No, we're cool. This Walt Disney quote that the way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing. In this particular workshop, we're going to begin doing talking. It kind of works out like that. And before we begin, I always like to start with a little mindful mission moment, whatever you want to call it, just like 60 seconds where you pull up whatever your project, whatever your passion, whatever your goal is that you want other people to know about. Maybe it's your business, maybe it's your organization's mission, maybe it's your grad school application. Just pull up for a minute what you love about, what you want to see in, and what got you excited about your project. We're going to go for a whole minute. I accidentally gave my timer, aka phone, to my backup photographer. Thank you. Thank you. All right. You don't have to close your eyes, but if you feel so inspired, have at it. And go.
Check, check, check.
Alrighty, bring all those happy feelings back. Did that feel like a long minute? No, it went by fast. Okay, so the pitches that we are crafting are designed to be that long, and it will feel like 3 years while you are speaking and trying to tell people your story. So get used to, sorry, I forgot my don't step too close line. Get used to that kind of rhythm and cadence of the 1 minute, because you're going to lose people if you go any longer than that. Try, like at the next time you're at the front of the line of a stoplight, try just like not going for 6 seconds. And then you'll narrow that pitch a little more. All right. All right, so we're going to do some sharing in here, and everybody is trying and practicing. No one's an expert, not even me, about pitching and that whole thing. So some of our group agreements, what can we agree to in this room and online about how we'll treat each other while we're sharing? Please don't laugh. You can laugh at me all day. It makes me very happy. Don't laugh at each other. That's a good one. What else? Thank you. Yeah, support is always welcome. This is a community of caring. Yeah, pay attention, listen attentively. Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Rachel. Anything else? I have one in mind I'm fishing for. Ask for what you need and offer what you can. That is a great motto. Maybe we should write that on the board. Yeah. And how about just, as we're working through some things together, we just, keep it in Vegas. Keep it locked down in the room, even though it's going to be on the internet. If you're pairing with someone without a microphone, you're safe. So let's just support each other, use good listening skills, ask for help when you need it. And what was the first one that I liked so much? Don't laugh at anybody but me. All right. So what I want you to do is to find one partner and just 90 seconds each, I'll tell you when to switch. Just talk a little bit about what came up for you in your mission moment where you were thinking about what inspired you and excited you about your project or company. All righty. I got to get this all the way down. Just find a partner. If anybody doesn't have a partner. Okay. We are paired. We are going. Right here. 10 seconds to switch. It's okay. All righty, let's switch partners, please. Yeah. Switch partners and go.
Hour and a half with yesterday while I was at, but I'm kind of early in the process as well, like you, and looking for funding opportunities, just growing my network, looking for support for my crowdfunding campaign because I definitely can't do it without the support of the community. So I want to bring a lot of togetherness and passion into the world because that's really what the world needs, and that's kind of where I got the idea from was my passion for togetherness and making people feel good, and just doing what I feel the world really needs at this point in time. And I've taken what I've built, my reputation I've built, because I've worked in restaurants for the past, since I was 14. I've built that passion, and I just kind of wanted to take that and do it a large impact to a larger community than just rather.
10 seconds to finish up your share. All right. Thanks, everybody. Attention, attention. I love attention. Just thought you might know. And other things you might want to know. I am number 7, and number 35 in LGBTQ humor. I'm hilarious. How can I be number 35? Tough times out there, y'all. 35. 2 7s and a 35. All right, maybe by the time, especially if everybody goes in and downloads my book, I'll be number 1 by the time we get there. All right, let's get started on the real stuff. I am going to play a video for you all. This is designed for nonprofits. I may have mentioned that MBA and not making money. And so this was a really great explanation of like the basic elements of a pitch. It is super grainy. Let's go, lady. And I'm not 100% sure how the sound is going to go. Ooh. Why is my mouse not over here? Strange. It's thinking. I wonder if this is connected to Wi-Fi. Is the TV connected to Wi-Fi? Well, my laptop is. No, it's not. This is fun. How about another 90 seconds of talking? Okay, that was fun. My apologies. I had a little bit of trouble with my phone getting on the Wi-Fi. And what's happening? Did I turn? Okay, cool. On the Wi-Fi, and of course my laptop's not going to do it either. So yay. So essentially, what this lady is going to tell you is that it's one of the most important things you can do for your organization is talk about it, is to let people know. Not just the mission, but the way that you impact the community, impact yourself individually. That pitching is talking about your business with the holy grail at the end, with an ask that connects that person back to your business. I had a couple of really great examples I get to tell you about. This chick was giving a pitch. Let's see. Her name is Morgan, and she was given this pitch that was like, I was searching for internships, and yours was the first that came up, and I can do this and this and this, and I don't really know what you're looking for. And there's a dog whining the whole time, and I was like, that's a winning pitch. What I'm really sad about is Willie D, because in my next life, I want to come back and be this guy. He is awesome. And he had so much enthusiasm. He talked about starting his business, Party on Demand, where you can get food, entertainment, what he called like performer or something like performers, decorations delivered to your door in an hour for like $299. And he was hilarious. And he talked to a story about how his dad died of cancer, and his dad told him, celebrate life every day. And so that's why he started this organization where, he pulls in Amazon and then, Instacart and all these different things together to make an affordable, easy way to celebrate every single day. And he is phenomenal. If you can find Best Startup Pitch, Willie D, Party on Demand, only available in LA. Sorry. That's the great guy. So what we're going to get into is a little bit of mechanics. And I have these corresponding, wow, that is super slow. I have corresponding page numbers in the workbook down here, workbook page 3. In your handouts, I have some slides notes, which are too tiny for me to read even with this bump in my glasses. But if they work for you, that's fine. You're welcome to take notes, or you can also put your notes in your workbook page as we go along. There's a place for everything that corresponds with the page on the slideshow. And then for those of you who need it, I included a doodle page. You can draw hilarious pictures of me checking my book stats, all you want. In the very back if you need a break in time. So the elements of a home run pitch. I'm going to make this easy for you. That's the whole idea. Giving a pitch stinks when you're just reciting or rehearsing something you had to memorize. Why do memorized pitches stink? Because what? Oh, it's monotonous. It's repetitive. Yeah, which is like no passion ever. Yes. What else is not fun about a memorized pitch? Oh man, bonus points. I think that's on my next slide. Bonus points for customizing to your audience. Nice. Okay, anything else we can think of? Not very much emotion. Thank you. with the outfit matching series over here, love it. Yeah, that is okay. So way back in the day, when I worked at Aflac, one of the things that they taught us is that sales is the transfer of enthusiasm. So if you're like, hey, I write lesbian fiction, it's pretty good, I hear, please buy my book. As opposed to, oh my God, it blows my mind. I had this hilarious character, and he was only like a secondary one, and he stole the show, and there's this crazy thing going on. This chick's like coming of age, and this other chick, la 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 la. If I'm showing you emotion, you're much more likely to be interested in what I'm saying and what I'm asking you to do. And we are going to be asking people to do stuff. Sometimes it's give money. Sometimes it's visit our business. Sometimes it's buy my book. Sometimes it's join my board. Sometimes it's be a volunteer specifically for an event, specifically to haul giant stinky trash bags for 4-hour shifts at Vegan Fest. So you never know what you're going to ask. So making this easy for you guys, your opening line of your pitch, and this corresponds in your workbook. There's several lines so you can like try out some different ones, see what you like. We help X achieve Y by doing Z. So Big Brothers Big Sisters, we help children achieve their full potential through one-to-one mentoring. There's no like mission thing in there, nothing pretty, nothing cute. It's just, yeah, we help kids achieve their full potential through one-to-one mentoring. That's the core of the business, and it's a way that you can get started talking about your organization. And then for our emotion, what's your name? Deidre, thank you so much. That's my kid's Nana's name, Deidre. So then you pull in a story that's specific to your organization and that made an impact on you personally. And the reason that we do that is, one, it pulls in the emotion, and two, you're not going to forget it. It's nothing that you had to memorize. It's your story. You tell it the same way or customize it for the audience or whatever. So my specific story is, when I was a kid, when I was 5, I got to learn what a special dispensation was because I was too young to get in the Big Brothers Big Sisters program in Little Rock, Arkansas with my siblings, but they let me in. And I had a phenomenal big sister, Vicki Osweiler, for 6 years. She taught me how to twirl pasta in the spoon. She taught me how to turn off the beater before you take it out of the batter. And she also was the Big Sister of the Year and got an award presented at this event where I apparently sat next to Hillary Clinton all night and didn't care or notice or remember anything about it because I felt like $1 million in this brand new London Fog jean jacket. We got any kids of the 80s in here? London Fog, baby. And I was only looking at, that's the power of being a big, is to be sitting next to an elected leader of the free world or your big sister who spends 1 hour a week with you. That's my little story and how it had an impact on me. Who wants to go be a big? Who's ready to sign? Yes! 1 hour a week? Are you kidding me? And I can change somebody's life more than Hillary Clinton? She did the CHIPS Act. Yes! Yes, you. Okay, so this is the most important part. Sorry, my mom was a civics teacher. I probably should have disclosed that. I know a ridiculous amount of stuff about government. It's not cool. Okay, so the most important part is your ask. I have a beautiful story, but if I just tell you, like, that's the power of a big. Have a nice day. Oh, I'm outside of my line. Whoops. Then what happens to the next kid who could have had a big mentor? The next potential little, right? So one of my favorite ways to make an ask is the who do you know who method. Has anybody heard of this? It's like asking for a referral, but anytime you say, who do you know who's really great with kids? How many of y'all in here are really great with kids? 1.5? Little T-Rex arm down there. I thought it was your foot, not your... Get up there. Yeah, there you go. So like 1.5, yeah. So it's designed to, if that person is like, who hates kids? Oh, nice. Wow, that's impressive. Thank you for being honest. Yeah, it stays in this room. It stays in this room. Oh my God, that's so funny. Yeah. That is awesome. So yeah, most people want to be included in whatever exciting thing you just talked about. Did I rope you in just by an enthusiastic story, or have you been thinking about becoming a big otherwise? Yeah, man. Yeah, you know how cool that was for me? I was dead last of 4 kids with a single mother on a teacher's salary. It's like, oh God, is someone still back there? That 1 hour a week of undivided attention was life-changing for me. I had 2 siblings who had very short relationships with their bigs, and they were both teen parents, and they had children who were teen parents, and neither of them have teeth anymore. There was a whole addiction thing, which is probably overshare for this presentation. But I've been told I have very low boundaries, if at all. So yeah, it does. It does have a real, actual impact. So the who do you know who is where you're asking someone for a referral and hoping that they are their own referral. So who do you know who's really good with kids, maybe has an hour a week? 50% of the time they'll be like, me, I have an hour a week. I like kids, except that guy and that lady, and right? Or they'll think of someone who I know who would be perfect. So-and-so would love this opportunity. Rachel heard about it once at band camp, and she just can't wait to get on board. And you can say, okay, connect us, right? The who do you know who is if you're asking for a referral, if you can't think of an ask for that specific person, but you got to know who do you know who does what, right, about that connects with your organization. And where may I send you information? If it's board members, information is like about my business. Where can I send you information about how, about getting an estimate or consultation or something like that if you're a consultant. You can also say, for me, it's, you are really great with kids, and I think you would be an amazing big, and you'd have the opportunity to make a change in someone's life like they had in mind. Can I connect you with some information on how to do that if it's a right fit for you? Again, I just asked a yes or no question. I usually say, would you consider checking out information, because it's so non-committal, and most people would consider something, right? Usually it's, would you consider a gift of $5,000 today? Like, I would consider it. But it also works for other things. Like, would you consider taking filling a role on our board that we need? We need an HR person with expertise to help us, through our next scenario. It's going to be really loud. Y'all think I can get loud? Oh man, if I wasn't in a presentation, I would video it for my son, who would lose his mind. And my daughter would be like, train. Oh, and it's coming at me. I can't believe I'm not videoing this. Wow. Is it that loud? I'm okay with it. Yeah. Yeah, Mercury retrograde, no Wi-Fi for you. Train. There was a train running through my presentation. All right, does this kind of make sense? Was the workbook helpful in penciling in some ideas, pens if you're into that sort of thing? Was there anybody who needed a pen who didn't have one? Okay, there were some in the back I just saw. But okay, so let's put it together here. So what we really need is a trigger to deliver our pitch, because if you've got this thing but you don't have any, but you're not using it, it's not valuable to you. My ex-wife, she bought a 12 was that funny? Just my ex-wife in general. My second ex-wife. She to be specific, she was so proud that she, like, I'm remember that whole nonprofit thing, like, I really like to save money a lot, and she bought this 12-pack bag of plumber's tape because it was so much cheaper per yard to get a 12-pack. And I said, we are going to have to inherit that to our children. If we cannot use it in our lifetime, it's not a savings. So that whole concept that if you've got something you can never use, it's not helping you. So what we do is pick a trigger. When people say, hey, what have you been up to lately? Or hi, how are you? Something like that. That's your trigger that says, oh my gosh, have I told you what I've been doing at Big Brothers Big Sisters? We just had Bowl for Kids' Sake, and it was wild. So that's your intro, where you're going to go from this question, whatever your trigger is. How have you been? I've been so busy with. And then you go into your XYZ. We help kids achieve their full potential. Here's my big sister. Have you ever considered being a big? It would see if it might be a good fit for you. That's another nice big softball. It's really hard for people to say no when you say, would you consider if this would be a good fit for you? It's like, I'm curious. Anybody curious about what it would be like to be a big? Still just the one. Okay. Just awesome. Or even serve on the board with your expertise. All right, so this is how we put it all together. That's on page 4. So pick your trigger And what we're going to do is a little 5-minute journaling thing. And there's paper in there. If you want to use your laptop, that's totally fine. If you want to use your memory brain, also. But we're going to take 5 minutes for some individual journeying about your organization and your why. Why are you involved or passionate? Why are you committed to your organization? What is the magic that sparks in you when you think about the work that you're doing? If that's not where you work, pick another place where it might be. If you had a dream organization that you wanted to get on the board of or volunteer for or work at, pick your why, find my phone, and take 5 minutes. Where's my timer? Go ahead and start, and I'll find it eventually. This is not a graded exercise. Just your thoughts about why you love what you do and want to share it. Alrighty. How was that? Feel good? To remember the best parts? I like it. I like it. Excuse me. Alrighty. So before we go into actually writing this, we're going to do a group brainstorm exercise. Feel free to writing these down or still ideas. Anybody familiar with R&D? R&D? Yes, ma'am. What's R&D? Not anymore. It's rip off and duplicate. Ain't nobody got time for research and development. If something's working for somebody, it's probably going to work for you, all right? Thank you. Yes, research and development is correct, but we also rip off and duplicate. So what comes to mind when you think about phrases that might bolster a great pitch? Did you say rhymes? Rhymes. What? Can you bust one? Just like right now. Dang, I wanted that to work so bad. Anybody can bust a rhyme right now? No. Dang. The poet in me is like, please. Okay. What else? Yeah, rhymes are very memorable. Yes. What else is an element, like a word, phrase, element that's great in a pitch we can help each other out with? Connection. Explain. Oh, yeah. Okay, so like personalizing it, that was suggested earlier. Making a great connection. Can you think of a phrase that's a connecting phrase? Fair. So maybe like you've mentioned before, or as I've seen you express interest in, or because of your interest in blank, I thought about you. Something like that's really great. Anything else as part of a great pitch? What's a dramatic word? Caution. Warning, this may change your life. Caution. I love it. I love dramatic words. But maybe not so much as like scaring the life out of somebody, or what do they call it? Fear mongering. Not so much fear mongering, but more like impassioned language, you know. So instead of saying check out my book, you'd be like, dive in, it's so juicy, you know, put some emotional power. What did you call that kind of word? Dramatic, put some drama in it. Life-changing, mind-altering, something like that. Yeah, bring out your inner, you know those guys that used to talk really fast on car sales things? That guy. Like Willie Mays? Willie Mays here. You know, you got to get your inner Willie Mays going. Okay. Is anybody here old enough to remember Willie Mays? Sorry, am I showing my age? Woohoo! Thank you. I am. All right, awesome. So we are going to get into it. Are you ready? It's 10 minutes. Page 5. Batter up. It's totally okay if you've already done it. But you can always put it together in another way. So we're going to use 10 minutes to actually craft your 60-second pitch. This is not an Epic of Gilgamesh, folks. This is 60 seconds or less, 6 seconds for bonus. We help X achieve Y by doing Z. Tell the story, make the ask. What do you want that person to do that will benefit your organization, your company, you personally? Whatever you need. All right, let me find my timer and we'll get rocking and rolling. I might even finish my lunch. All right, we're in our last minute. Get out your final thoughts. Very curious about what's happening. I love it. We still have a couple people who are working. All righty. How are we feeling? So good? Anyone else? Not feeling good. Because you kind of know what's coming next, right? Just going to drift over here. Just going to push this button. Are we ready to get ready to share our pitches? All right. We need groups of 3 and 4. How are we doing on number of people here? 1, 2, here's a 4, here's a 3, here's a 4. Oh, that would leave 2. We need somebody over here off of 4. Okay, jump. Thanks, person, for coming over. We'll do a 3, 3, 3, 4. All right, so what we're going to do, yes? You are not pitching. Okay. So this 4, I need 1 off of this 4 to go to that 3, and then we'll just have 3, 3, 3, which is great because we'll have 3 minutes each instead of having that extra 1 minute. All right. 1 body down here, 1 body over here. You'll listen but not pay? Okay. You'll just have to make up something for 60 seconds. It'll be great. All right, all right, all right. Remember, this is a 1-minute pitch. Please choose your first pitcher. It is 60 seconds and only 60 seconds. I will give you a 15-second warning, and then I will call time. Are we ready? Go. Fifteen seconds. All right, guys, that's time. Let's pick your next person to pitch. Okay, whoever pitched gets to pick the next pitch. And let's go. Fifteen seconds. Pitcher number 2. All right, folks, that's time. Pitcher number 3, you know what to do. And go. 15 seconds. Picture number 3. And that's time. Way to go, everybody. Give yourselves a round of applause. How was it? Was it good? It wasn't as bad as you thought, was it? It was actually good. I love to hear it. I love to hear it because people are like, oh, God, I have to talk about my business. Ugh, but it's not that bad. It's music to my ears. All right, here is my favorito, parte favorito, my favorite part. Are you ready? We're going to switch up. Leave your notes where they are and go find 2 more partners. Yep. Leave your notes. Leave your notes where you are. Find 2 new partners. But they have to find new partners too. Yeah, everybody's going to get up and walk to a new place. Over here needs a... Okay, Rachel's over here. No, they update every hour. I'm hoping we're all gonna buy my book at the end of this, so they will. Okay, who needs a third? You need a third? Got it. Y'all have a third? Hey! Notes down. Notes down. You put your notes down. That little thing, I can see it in your hand. Do what? We are not switching notes. We are just not using ours to pitch. We're going to do it from a place of passion. This group in the back that's standing up is really on point because this is usually how you give a pitch. It's like standing next to someone. So if you want to emulate that, go ahead. Drop the notes. Stand it up. All right, picture number 1 selected. Are we ready? And go. And that's time, folks. Picture 1, pick picture number 2. Okay, and get going. Just for you guys online, I'm going to take a picture of everyone in the room just for my Love Me file because this has been so much fun. I'm really sorry you weren't here in person. And if you would like to join me in person for one of these events, my contact information is on the slides. Steal it, reach out to me. I love doing this. I would happy to come pitch for you or your organization in person. But for now, it's just going to look really weird while I take a picture. Thanks. Love you. 10 seconds, picture number 2. I was a little off. 10 seconds. It's because we were having a private party. It's okay. No one has to know. And that's time. All right. 3rd picture. You know what to do. Go. eruption of applause. How was that without your notes, guys? Don't make me whistle. I may have mentioned don't make me whistle. How was it without your notes, guys? Tough. Was it tough? Okay. So, listeners, how was it receiving a pitch from someone with no notes? What's the difference? Good. What? They were nervous. Okay. Somebody was nervous. They had it locked down. I love it. Did that inspire some of the others of you to get in the juices and do a little bit more? Do I have any volunteers who would like to give their pitch to everybody? Okay, it's you.
Oh, okay. Do I just stand up there?
You have to stand in front of the bookmark.
Oh, wow.
And you can't go outside the banner line.
Okay. I won't move too much. Don't worry. It's not like an interpretive dance or anything.
Definitely.
We're good. Oh, okay.
Yes, you can absolutely interpret it there.
Okay, perfect. So I'm Rachel. My company is Elevated Design Solutions, and we help small business owners create a cohesive visual identity through a collaborative process. So this all started with my grandmother. She has been making and selling jewelry at farmers markets for as long as I can remember, but she never got recognized. It would take a while for people to remember, oh, I've been to your stand before, I've seen you before. So after I graduated school, I offered to her, let's make a brand, let's make a logo and banners and designs and all that sort of stuff. And as soon as she started implementing that, she was recognized, she was getting referrals. Oh, go to this market, it's a lady with the orange dragonfly, she'll help you out. She's got all the great stuff. And that's just what I want to do. I want to help brands become recognizable and help you target your ideal customers. So I would ask you to consider, is your visual identity cohesive with what your brand represents?
Excellent, Rachel. She hit it all. All right, somebody, favorite part of that pitch? The grandma part. Mine too. I was like, where's your grandma stand? Where can I go find her, right? Does anybody else have that feeling? It's like, I definitely want to know more about my her grandmother's jewelry. Nice. All right, let's see. How are we on time? I have an invoice ready. I don't even know what that's for. Any other one? I could take one more. Nope. You're not going to carry that piece of paper with you out of here. Thank you.
Oh, I thought we were going to shake hands.
Yes.
Okay, hi. I'm trying to read the notes. That's right. I'm Christian. I help people improve their physical and mental health through top quality therapeutic massage. It all started in my 20s. I feel like a lot of people in their 20s go through a lot of changes, and personally, I had to make a big change in owning my own health. That's why I became a massage therapist and learned all kinds of things about health. And now I ask you and everyone else in this room to consider taking ownership of your own health and prioritizing it by coming in and seeing me for a massage. Thank you.
Nice. I love it. All right, what do we like the most about it? Taking charge of your own health. I love how it was put back on the speaker as to when you had to take charge. But I haven't taken charge of my health. Can I get your number? Yeah, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but he was covered in goosebumps. I don't think you like that very much. Those big hulking arms are just, that's okay. No one's going to be like, stop. I can see you're nervous. I'm out. Just power through, and the more you deliver it, the easier it's going to get. Like this guy right here, you've given your pitch before a few hundred times, maybe? Yes. Okay, there you go. Did he have goosebumps? What? No, not even. Okay. It gets better. It's not just for pitches anymore. All right, your action plan, guys. Page 7. This is what we're going to do. I gave you spaces to write these in. I want you to commit this to yourself. Yourself deserves this action plan. Yes, you can go back to your seats and retrieve your workbook. Sorry, I probably should have made a time for that, but I didn't. All right. So keep practicing and honing your pitch. Use a timer if you have to. Use a buddy. Talk to a dog, maybe a bird. Me. You could talk to me. Know who you will share it with by the end of the day today. You're going to share your pitch that you just created. Practice twice, once without notes, with one body. Maybe it's a spouse. Maybe it's a friend. Maybe it's a coworker. Maybe it's a rando. Anybody here want to go deep and just pick a random person to share your pitch with and see how it goes? I mean, you're never going to see him again. It doesn't matter. Go for it. So, a trusted friend. I forgot people have friends. So strange. Friends that aren't for. Yeah. Okay. Commit to that conversational trigger. What you been up to lately? I've been rubbing people down. Did you know that? Yes. Or I've been helping people take ownership of their health. Yeah. Another really good one. Did I get it? Did I win? Okay, cool. Okay, so find somebody in this room. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't think. Set up a drinks date or a lunch date or a coffee with someone whose pitch in this room that you heard interests you. Y'all get together and chat. Practice your pitches. Make a connection. If you want to find her grandmother's jewelry store, you're going to have 15 people asking you for lunch. Yes. Make that connection. Don't leave this room without a connection. Don't leave any room without a connection, but especially not this one because I'm watching to make sure it happens. All right, I did mention the May 2 Pride in Business Expo. This is Candyland for connecting with people and getting information about your business out. There's a whole bunch of other people out there doing business, and we're going to want to do business with each other. And if you're walking table to table or even hosting a table where you have a staff person or a trusted friend, while you're walking table to table saying, hi, I'm here to treat you to some branding and marketing something dark side. Then you're also picking up business cards as you go to make those connections and follow-ups. Don't miss these kinds of opportunities. Any kind of mega networking like we have in Asheville or Business Expo. Career fairs are also really great. Even if you're not looking for a job, there's going to be 100 people trapped behind a table. And bonus points for looking at them in advance and deciding how your business could, if you're a massage therapist, would they be willing to offer massage therapy days as a benefit to their employees? You got nothing but HR people standing around these tables. Go ask them if they would contract you for a day for some odd hour. Make it work for the people that you're talking to. I do have extra packets if you want to take one in the back, but find some time to share your pitch and the pitch process with your staff. If you're a one-person show, if you have a board, your family, friends, anybody who helps you out. No one's actually a one-person show. You have people to help you. Talk to them about how you developed it. Help them do the same for your business. I mean, they could do it for theirs, but come on, let's get real. It's for you. And then don't ever forget, in that 6 months from now, make a date with yourself. Block it off in your calendar, tattoo on your forearm, whatever works for you. Revisit that pitch and update it. You're going to have a new story, some way that it impacted you, and you're going to have a new date or thing or ask to share. Maybe you've got a brand new massage style. You added Reiki, or you do logos and launches now. I'm making these up if you couldn't tell. Actually, I made all this up. Crazy, right? All right. Before you escape, this is me bowling my one and only turkey. Does anybody know what a turkey is? More than a sandwich? Yeah, 3 strikes in a row. I'm a horrible bowler, so much so that I throw left-handed for fun sometimes. And I was at a Bowl for Kids' sake when I made a turkey. And this is my 2-question survey that my girlfriend made for me. And I'm supposed to use it. So it really takes 20 seconds, so please help me out. And this is also my contact information, my name, my mobile phone if you want to call me up and give me your pitch later today, my website where you can go now and buy my book. So I'm not going to hit number 1 before we wrap it up here. But thank you guys so much for putting up with me. I hope It was fun. I hope you will use this information today, tomorrow, and then it's Friday, and then there's this weekend. Find somebody this weekend to deliver your pitch to. Please, please. How are we on time? Woo! All right. Man, that hurts. All right. Okay, the final tally is, on my rankings, 7, 7, and 35. That's the same as when we started. They only update once an hour. We didn't make it. All right, any questions before I dance my way off this stage? You can watch the recording. It's cool. Y'all are so ready and prepared. I'm stoked. I'm excited. All right, I'm just gonna dance over here.
Let's give her a round of applause. Excuse my voice today. I have really bad allergies today. But May the 2nd is on a Thursday, and we're at Junior Achievement Academy at Camp North End from 11 until 4, and then an after-hours mixer. And this is, it's on here. There you go. There you go. If you have not registered to attend, see Olivia or Abby, and they will assist you. If you own a business, lead a nonprofit, or an entrepreneur, also see them. They can assist you with getting an exhibitor's booth. There's very few left. There are people in the room I see that will be exhibitors, so that's great. Nikki is going to exhibit as well. Just so you know who's in the room, we have our chair, Mel Morris. We have a board member. Lord, my mind is... I don't feel good. I don't feel good. Bethany Corrigan is our board member. We have our director of operations, Abby Medeiros, and we have Olivia Knight, who is our intern from UNCC. Thank you for coming.